Hi, welcome back to the another episode of Broken Happy. This time, I will bring out something of from my experience, something that I have lived, and some very peculiar questions. Many of you, many of you ask me all the time, and I think it's a lot of information. What a lot of information that everybody that you seek, and when I say you, I mean coming from a different academic background, coming from a different age group, having a different social structure around you, having a different family background. There could be thousands of questions that you might want to ask, and for that, I think I should be able to answer all of them. To do that, I'm trying to make a course on Thinkific, because we are talking about several hours of information, and that needs to be updated continuously. So today I will try to tell you that which are the major questions that I will answer in my Thinkific course that we should launch soon. And if you have something in your mind that you want to ask, or you want me to uh, add in the series of videos, then please write me personally on or comment on the video, and I will be able to answer that for you. And whatever I could imagine or whatever I could think of, I try to enlist them, so that so that I can cover every bit of information that you need before coming here, or while applying. So today's video is for students who are trying to find their education in Europe. Is also for educational consultants with the at-risk mask, the consultants, not the traffickers. So I've no sympathy for somebody who is just pushing someone here and kills the setup that is built exclusively for students. So I mean the authentic people who are trying to help, or I've no problem with them. Third one is for parents who think that their kid would if their kid goes to Europe and in a non-English speaking country, how will life be? And when they go to market, somebody advises them something, or they find some promotion material, and they think this is all what the promotion says, but in fact it is not. And the third person will be, I think, people who have a nice experience or a working job in India, and I mean mid to advanced experience, people who are willing or who are moving to Europe, or who are even who have a family behind, or so everyone who has dependents with them, spouse, kids, parents, whatever. I think these are the three scenarios I could imagine. If there is a fourth scenario you would want me to consider, tell me. So I will try to answer all those questions for them. uh, the questions that I will try to answer is: first, what exactly is the application process, and is it same all across the universities? One. Two, is there anything you can do to speed up your process? Is there really anything? Or you are totally dependent on the university? Does knowing anything more, or can I add something to your knowledge base that can speed up your process? Third, if yes, then what are the tips and tricks? Fourth, what is the study quality? What is the study level, myths and facts? What is the style of teaching that we use here? And is it even possible to process your application by yourself? I think it's a very important question. Many students, basically students, want to know. For those who have a strict budget, or a low to medium budget, they would want to save every penny if possible. Second, are there any student communities? And is it possible to talk to someone who is already here before coming? Third, visa processing, appointments, and most important thing that I think everybody asks, nobody answers for you: bank loans. How does Indian bank look at a Czech education system or a European education system before giving you a loan? And if I try to answer it in one word, it is possible, but there are details. But it is not impossible to get education loan and study here in public institution. Third, do you even get visa? Answer is yes. You can get visa in time, and things are not as complicated as they look. Next question was, okay, US and Europe offers scholarships. Are there even possibility to get scholarships, or you are just a cash cow? My answer is yes, there are scholarships. You can get up to 50% scholarship, but you should know when to apply, where to apply. Another question that I will be handling will be, what is the hierarchy? What is the hierarchy? The thing is, most of the times what you understand is either your Indian education system, public or private, or you understand US or UK education system, because of their market presence, or the personal experiences. But sometimes in Europe, the hierarchy is different. We don't, especially in public institution system, we don't have that centralized admission process, and people behave differently. And so this is very important question that I will answer. Second, I have heard fees before visa or after visa. What are your choices? What exactly are your choices? Is there any entrance exam, or is there, and I will try to include two example cases where the fees is before visa or fees is after visa. We will also try to compare these two cases and try to find, what are the benefits of paying fee before visa, and slash after visa. And the another thing that will be very important here is, while we compare, I think person to person, the choice of the university will be different. And here, while I use the choice of university, there will be specific video: which university should you even go to. Let me tell you very openly here: if you are coming to a PhD study, there are some universities you should not even think of. Even though the taking admissions is very easy, you should not even think of that. Reason is your Indian regulations. Reason is our UGC. For example, we all know that if you graduate from a top 500 university across the globe, then you get eligible for a direct recruitment. That is the thing you don't want to miss. So for PhDs, the goal is totally different. And I think I have a lot to talk to with PhD students, and that takes a separate level. But please, most of things are do not apply to you the way they apply, and they apply to bachelors and masters. So we will talk to you again, on a different node, in a different video, and sometimes other day. And then another will be university interviews, if there are any. Then what documents should be ready? Visa appointments: are you totally dependent on regime? Well, we can answer that, or there are ways to get around it, or there are ways to get your own appointments. Visa application form: which one to fill, the green one, the white one, who to talk to, and which questions you should prepare for visa interviews. And I tell you again, some people, this is specific here, because some people don't even get any interview. They're like, I went there, I gave my documents, they said okay, it's okay. But another one got a 1 hour long interview where they were asked to write stuff, write information. So that is also uh, very important. And while you prepare yourself for the worst case scenario. I'll bring out all questions that have been asked, and all worst case scenario that has happened to people. Another important question that they ask is part times. Okay, you got a good university, but if you're a bachelor degree student, you might need the part time job. And this is where the choice of university, the choice of city is really, really important: part time job and full time job. So I will have a totally dedicated video on that: what you should do, what you should not do, which way. For example, you end up somewhere. I mean, not all of us have budget to sponsor their full education for 2 years. Or if you are bachelor's degree student, the situation is even worse. You might want to access many things from the city where you're going to study. Study is really important. City is very important if you are a young student. Next, what to pack, what is readily available, food, clothes, utensils, luggages, what to bring, what not to bring. And there are problems. See, my role is to tell you nuances, the pitfalls, the rare cases that happen to 5% or 10%, not to everyone, but to prepare you for that. And landing in Czechia after or Europe, how is the immigration? What should you do? What you should not do? How the dorm system works here? Foreign police, how who should report, who should not report, enrollment at the campus, and credits, which credit to choose, which not to choose, faculty members, what kind of staff we have, scholarships. I mean, I can never stress enough of it. If even if you know, just by knowing, you can increase the chances of scholarship. Some scholarships, you almost everybody who traveled all the way from South Asia here, he can get. But you need to know where to apply, what to apply, what are the options to you. Are you even eligible? Lifestyle, supermarkets, food, job, part-time versus full-time, life in dorm, and something what you should never do, do's and don'ts in when while you live in university accommodation or dorms. That is also very important, I think. And I think, which you would want to know from me, from my first-hand experiences: language barrier, racism, and opportunities. Do will they even hire a foreigner who doesn't speak the local language? I will have a detailed video on that and answer you by examples what you can do, what you should not do, and what we should do. And there will be one more thing after you arrive here: thesis. I mean, coming from South Asia, you have never heard the idea of thesis in bachelor's and masters, and forget. Then there are thousand things that come in your head: plagiarism, which to copy, which not to copy, state exam. Wow, state exam, never heard of that. State exam will come in, and then finally stay back visa and access to labor market. Okay, this is what seems reasonable to everybody, but to you, you might want to know about what happens to the permanent residents, what are the eligibilities, what about the timings, how the rules are same all across the Europe, how Portugal is different, how Italy is different, how let's say even Czechia is different. uh, is it even possible to build a career from any or one country? And especially to some of you, these questions are very specific: family unification and dependent visa. We you I think most of you know, we don't, especially Europe does not allow students to take their dependents with them, like UK does, or other country do. We don't. But in that case, what are your options, what are your choices, what is the money that you need? That's important. And then network, which network you should be visible, which network you should do. And there are some networks you should be able to access, right, being right there. And there are some job hunts there that you can do right from there. So I think it will take a lot of time, even while covering the headings and topics that I would be answering one by one. That took me almost 15 minutes. So I think we will take almost 3 to 4 hours in explaining everything, sharing the links, what to do, what not to do, scholarships, everything. So today's video is just informative. If you think this kind of course will be important for you and useful for you, like this video. And if you think I missed any question that you would want me to answer specifically, visa changes, trade licenses, anything that you can conjure up, believe me, any scenario that you can conjure up, I think I will have an answer. If not answer, we will find some legal expert who will come and answer. In my 6 7 years of academic career, I have seen all varieties of scenarios, and we will be able to find some answer, some example case for you. Have a nice weekend. Please do interact. This is for my students and applicants, parents, and also for agents. If you have some question that you want me to answer, write it. Do engage, and I will slowly start to answer those questions in series, and then finally we will create a course. Have a nice weekend. Bye bye.